In this class, I am going to discuss about the next concept, that is design of fast adders. Okay, so before going to discuss about the fast adders, we should be somewhat clear about and what is a binary number and what is a BCD sum. Okay, so let's see what is this picture. Okay, na. So first, before going to see this fast adders, first we have to learn what is meant by binary sum and what is meant by BCD sum. Okay, so already you know, that means already we know computer can understand only one language, that is machine language, or we can call it is a binary language, right? That is in the form of zeros and ones. Already you know, right? So now along with this binary language, our computer uh, can use of the one more representation, so which stores the binary set of numbers, that is BCD. That means binary coded decimal representation, or simply we can say that BCD representation. Okay, na. So that means computer can understand two languages here. One is binary language and another language we can say that computer language, that is BCD language. Okay, so now in this particular concept of fast adders, okay, I am going to explain to you how we can convert a set of binary numbers into a corresponding set of BCD numbers. Okay, so how can we convert a set of binary numbers into set of BCD numbers? Now we'll see first thing. Okay, so first let us take one sample set of decimal numbers. Here I am given. Okay, so first we have to take some set of decimal numbers. Here I have taken the set of numbers from 0 to 19. Okay, so here now this 0 to 19, how we can represent this set of decimal numbers into binary numbers or set of BCD numbers? How can we convert these decimal numbers into this format? So now we'll see here. Okay, so to represent the set of BCD numbers, okay, to represent the set of BCD numbers, we have taken the set of those bits, those are S1, S2, S4, S8, and another bit we are having for BCD, that is C also. Okay, so here I have given, so that is nothing but binary numbers we are having and BCD numbers and set of decimal numbers we are having. So depends upon decimal number, we have to convert set of the binary numbers and set of the BCD numbers. So how can we convert? Now we'll see here. Okay, so particular one number we have to take, that is for 0 for decimal number. So for 0, how can we represent BCD number and how can we represent binary number? That means for particular 0, how can we represent it in binary language and how can we represent that zeros in BCD language? Now we'll see here. Okay, so here observe the thing. To represent this set of, first I have taken BCD numbers. So to represent the set of BCD numbers, we have taken this set of numbers, that bits we can represent it by here S1, S2, S4, S8, and here one more bit we are having, that is C. Okay, so we know that our computer's language of instructions will start from right side, right? Always we are calling the binary numbers from right to left, no? So 0, 0, 0, like that we are calling, right? So here that's why I have took from right side S1, S2, S4, S8 and C. Similarly, the binary representation, we have taken the name of bits, that as Z1, Z2, Z4, Z8 and K. Okay, so here what is K and C? Actually we know binary bits or BCD numbers will be represented in 4-bit format, like this 0, 0, 0, 0, like this 0, 0, 0, 1, right? So that means we have to represent the zeros and ones numbers into only 4-bit format, right? But what about this K and C? What is the 5th bit? Is nothing but here K and C we are calling here carry bits. Okay, so K and C we are calling carry bits. Okay, so C for carry bit of the BCD sum and K is the carry bit for binary sum. Okay, so here first of all now we can see one thing which is clear, that from decimal numbers 0 to 9, Okay, so you can observe, which is clear that 0 to 9, the decimal numbers from 0 to 9 of the binary representation and BCD representation both will be same. You can observe clearly here, that is the decimal number 0 to 9. Okay, so 0 to 9 of decimal numbers can be represented in binary sum or can be represented in BCD sum. Both formats of the numbers will be same up to 0 to 9. You can observe 0, 0, 0, 0 for 0, and here also we are getting all zeros. Okay, so coming to decimal number 1. So what is the binary sum? Carry will be 0, and here also carry will be 0 for 1. And what about the number 0001? So here also 0001. Like that, all the numbers from 0 to 9 of decimal numbers of the BCD representation and binary representation both will be same. Okay, so after you have to check it, 0 to 9 numbers of the binary sum and BCD sum will be same here. Okay, so if we take the decimal number as 1, so just observe the thing, 0001 and 0001. Carry bit will be 0, and here also carry bit will be 0. So when the change will be happen here? So we know 0 to 9, the numbers all will be same. So whenever the change will be happen means the change will be happen here during the numbers from 10 to 19. You can observe the clear. So that is nothing but the 10 binary number will be represented carry bit as 0, and here the carry bit will be 1. Both will be different, no? So and the number will be 1010. We are getting binary sum is equal to the 10 of decimal number, but here all zeros we are getting for 10 of BCD sum. That means from 0 to 9, the decimal numbers of 0 to 9 binary sum representation will be equal to the BCD sum representation. But whenever the change will be happen means the change will be happen during the numbers from 10 to 19. Okay, during the numbers from decimal numbers 0 to 19, which means when you get 2 digits like this, when you get 2 digits 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4 like that. So which means when you get 2 digits like this in decimal number, okay, so then automatically the BCD representation and binary representation will be different. Both will not be same. Okay, so why it will be different? You know, if you want to convert this number 10 in binary form, so what we will do? We know already that is nothing but if you want to convert decimal number into binary, what we will do, ma? So that is nothing but whatever the decimal number we are having, that will be divided with 2. Right? You know, right? If you want to convert decimal number into binary sum, just go and check the digital principles notes, ma. If you want to convert decimal to binary format, compulsory we have to divide the decimal number with 2. So automatically we are getting the binary numbers. Here I am doing just see. So 2 to the 4 and remainder will be 1. So what is the 10 of binary number? So 1 0 1 0. So just observe here 1 0 1 0. Okay, so that means if you want to convert any of decimal number from 10 to 19, whatever that, so if you want to convert any of decimal number converted into the binary sum, compulsory we have to divide it with 2. Okay, so then automatically we are getting the binary representation. Okay, so whereas to represent this 10 into BCD sum, what we will do and what our computer makes use of? That means in this 10 will have the 2 bits, no? For BCD representation will be different. So just observe the number here. In this bit having 2 numbers. If you want to convert BCD sum, what we will do means first go and check how many numbers we are having. So here I am having the 2 numbers. So the left side bit we are having the 1 and the right side bit we are having the 0, right? Or otherwise we can say that, so the 0 will be the first bit and this 1 will be the second bit, right? So that means if you will take from the right side, so first bit is 0 and the second bit is 1, right? So now to represent this 10 into the BCD sum, whatever the rightmost bit you are having, that is 0, okay, that rightmost bit we have to convert it into the binary form. We have to represent the binary number. So what about the leftmost bit? Means as it is we can represent it in carry bit. That means now to represent this 0, our computer makes use of 4 bits. That 4 bits we can represent it by the binary format. Okay, 0 of binary number, what is that? 0 of binary, that is nothing but all zeros. So that's why I have taken all zeros for the 0 number. Okay, so what about 1 means? What about the second number means? That second number will be stored in as it is in the carry place. No need to change that digit. Okay, so similarly when we will take the second number, that is 11, so how this 11 will be stored in BCD sum means, what about the rightmost bit we are having? So what we will do, that will be converted into the binary. So what is the number we are having in rightmost? 1, no? This 1 will be converted into the binary form. What is the binary number we are having for 1? 0001. So as it is 0001 you have to take in. And what about the rightmost bit? So this as it is bit we can store in carry place. So that means here what we will do, so the first bit will be stored in binary form and the second bit will be as it is stored in carry place. That is the BCD format. So that means first bit will be stored in separately in binary representation and second bit will be stored in the form of carry. Okay, which means the main difference between the binary representation and BCD representation is binary and BCD representation is same up to whenever the decimal numbers 0 to 9. Okay, whenever the decimal numbers contains 0 to 9, both the representations will be equal. Whenever the decimal number contains 2 bits like this 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So whenever the decimal number contains 2 bits or 2 digits, at that time the binary representation of 2 digits also will be same like this. The binary representation of the 2 digits will be same like this. Okay, that means divided by 2 we are using for binary representation. But coming to the various the BCD representation of 2 bits, that is different. The reason behind this is nothing but BCD makes use of separate representation for every digit. Okay, here 1 will be stored in separately and 1 will be stored in separately. So for example, let us we are having 3 numbers. This is 2 numbers, no? So for example, if you are having some 130. Suppose we are having 3 numbers. So how can we store this BCD number? So 0 will be stored in binary form separately and the 3 will be stored in separately in binary form and 5 will be separately stored in binary form. Okay, so like that the BCD sum will be a representation. So this is nothing but our BCD representation and binary representation. Okay, so now we are going to see this design of fast adders. Okay, so for that we have the separate block diagram. So that is BCD adder. So fast adders is nothing but that is included with binary adders and BCD adders. That's why we are taking so binary representation and BCD representation. Okay, so fast adders is nothing but it is the combination of binary and BCD. Okay, so now we'll see the block diagram of this binary and BCD adders. Okay, so this is our block diagram. Okay, so now we will see how we are going to add and what we are going to add, and we are going to add here binary sum. Okay, so what we are going to add means here we are going to add binary sum. Okay, and you are going to give inputs and finally we are going to produce the BCD sum. That means we are giving the input as binary and we are getting the output as BCD. So how we will represent that binary converted into the BCD, now we will see here. So here in order to find out this BCD adder or BCD sum, so with the help of this diagram we can understand this. So first how can we find out this BCD sum means, first of all take this formula, that is nothing but C is equals to K plus Z8 Z4 plus Z8 Z2. Already I explained what is Z values and what is K and what is C. So Z values will be represented by binary bits and K value will be represented by carry of binary bit and C will be represented by BCD. right? So that means we are giving the input as binary and we have to convert, or we should convert these numbers into this format. That means with the help of these bits we can convert it into these bits, right? So that's why the result of carry BCD sum result will be represented by C, that is represented in which format? Binary format, right? So that's why these are all bits will be represented by binary bits. By using these binary bits we can get the BCD sum. That BCD sum will be represented here, S8, S4, S2, S1. This is a carry bit of BCD, no? So that is. So now we'll see here how can we get that value. So here in order to find out the C value, okay, so we have to find out the C value means we are going to do first add these values. Okay, so what we are going to add these values means here we have the binary bits Z8, Z4, Z8, Z2 and K, right? So we are going to add these three values, that is one K, and the second bit will be Z8, Z4 and the third bit will be Z8, Z2. So what is this and what is this diagram means? So this is very easy concept and you just concentrate on what I am going to say. Okay, so first what is the purpose of this fast adders? Now we'll see here. So that means purpose of fast adders means it will take binary sum as input. Okay, it will take binary sum as input. Okay, and in order to perform the sum into the BCD. Okay, so we have to take the input as binary and we should convert it into the BCD. So what we need to do, how we can convert this binary into the BCD means, first of all before going to see this explanation, we are doing here what is that addition procedure, right? So BCD sum and binary sum we are calling like that. Sum means that is nothing but addition procedure. Addition means we need to perform any addition operation, compulsory we need two inputs, right, like A and B input. So if you want to do the addition operation, compulsory we need 2 bits. That 2 bits we are calling like, one is addend bit, the first bit we are calling addend and the second bit we are calling as again. You know, so already these two bits. So addition procedure already you know now. So that 2 bits I can represent it here, addend and again. Okay, so here in between what I am doing these 2 bits means that is addition. Okay, so what is the difference in this diagram means, here we are not taking decimal numbers. What is the difference in that means, here in previous procedure we are taking the decimal numbers that we are converted into the binary into BCD, but here we are not going to take any decimal numbers. Here we are taking the binary numbers, that is represented like Z8, Z4, Z8, Z2 and K. That means here we are taking the only binary numbers, those are represented by Z1, Z2, Z4, Z8 and K also will be there, that is carry bit. Okay, so they are the bits of binary representation. So that's why we are calling this box as binary sum. Okay, so this is the first 4-bit adder and output is also represented by the 4-bit adder only. So this output is also represented in 4-bit adder only. Okay, so addition of result is, that is also equal to the sum only, na? So that's why, so the first input will be 4-bit adder and the output will be 4-bit adder. Okay, so the main difference between this is the first 4-bit adder is an input for binary and the second 4-bit adder is for the BCD. That is the difference only we are having. Okay, first input we are represented in binary and the second output will be represented is also 4-bit, but this is represented in BCD, not in binary. Okay, so now we'll see here, in between we are doing the addition procedure. Okay, so because here we are having in formula place, no, so place is nothing but addition procedure we are doing. So now finally what is the result we need to get from here? We need to get the output, that is should be represented in binary coded decimal format. Okay, so now we'll see the procedure. So first of all we need to find out the carry bit. Okay, so first of all we need to find out the carry bit, that is C. Okay, so here we are going to find out the carry bit means first that how the carry bit is represented. So that carry represented with the help of C, right. So we are going to make use of two gates. Okay, so that is one OR gate and another one is AND gate. Here we are going to find out the carry bit. How can we find out that carry bit here? So the carry will be represented with the help of the two gates. One is OR gate and another one is AND gate. So in between these two we are getting the result as output carry, right. So here we are going to make use of two gates here, that is one OR gate and another one is AND gate. So for this AND gate we are using two more gates. Okay, so what is the use of OR gate actually? That is addition. And what is the use of AND gate? That is for multiplication. So why we are choosing here AND gates? Here in between Z8 and Z4 we have the dot product, and here Z8 and Z2 also we are having the dot product. For that we are going to take the two AND gates. Okay, so both addition and multiplication, that means OR and AND gates, we are using in this formula. Okay, so this is the multiplication and this is the addition. So that means in this carry, this is a combination of multiplication and addition procedure. Okay, so in that first we are adding K. Okay, so that is the first bit where what we are going to take K. So the carry will be taken by adding addend and agend bits. So then the result will be represented as 4 bits can be represented as Z1, Z2, Z4, Z8, and if any carry will be produced, that carry will be represented by K. After adding these two numbers, we are getting the result now. So, for suppose 1, 0, 0, 1 and 1, 1, 1, 0, 0 we are taking. Okay, so here I am representing this is the addend bit and this is the agend bit. Okay, so just add these two numbers 1, 0, 1, 1 plus 1, 0 and 1 carry we are getting. So like that we are getting the result now. So this after adding addend and agend bits, so whatever the result we are getting, so these 4 digits that can be represented by Z1, Z2, Z4 and Z8. So what about this carry? The carry will be represented by K. So these 4 bits can be represented here and the K will be represented here. Okay, so directly we are adding these two numbers, whatever the result we are getting from this, the carry will be passed through the OR gate. Okay, so that's why here we are using the place. Directly K will be added to the OR gate. Okay, so next what we are going to do, here we are having the two multiplication operations, Z8 in between Z8 and Z4 and Z8 and Z2 we have the multiplication operation. So before going to add these two numbers, first we have to do the multiplication procedure in between these two bits. So in between Z8 and Z2 we are first Z8 and Z4 we are having no. So in between you have to do multiplication. So that's why I can represent the AND gate here. Okay, so this is Z8 and this is Z4. So in between you have to do multiplication, that's why I can represent an AND gate. So then the result will be passed to the OR gate, because here we have the again OR plus symbol now, that's why we can connect it to the OR gate. Next we have the Z8 and Z2. So this is the Z8 and this is the Z2. So in between we are doing again multiplication, that's why we can choose the one AND gate. So after whatever the result we are getting, that will be sent to the OR gate. Okay, so next Z8 and Z2 is multiplied with the next AND gate and then it is passed through the OR gate only. Okay, so finally once they are added, we will get the result of C. Then this value of C is passed through the next 4 bits. Is it right, ma? So by adding these 3 bits, this results, after adding these results with the help of OR gate, so we can automatically get the result is C. So then next this C will be passed through the next 4-bit adder, and along with this C, okay, along with this C, the bits of binary sum, that is Z8, Z4, Z2, Z1, that is also passed through the next 4-bit adder. Okay, so carry will be transferred to the next 4-bit adder and again the 4-bit, whatever the result we are getting from the 4-bit binary adder of first, that result will be passed to the next 4-bit adder also. Okay, so after that, what is the final outcome we are getting, or what is the final result we are getting from this, means that final result will get as S1, S2, S4, S8. So here again we are having 4-bit binary adder, that means we need again 2 numbers, right? 4-bit binary adder means if you want to do addition procedure again here, so compulsory we need 2 bits, right? So that 2 bits we can represent it here. These 4 bits are again, and here carry bits again divided into 4 bits. So that is we are calling as here addend bit. So that means this 4-bit adder also again having the 2 bits, adder and addend and again bits we are having. So in between we are doing again addition procedure. So what is the result we are getting finally? That result we are calling as BCD sum. Okay, so this is nothing but the bits of the binary coded decimal. Okay, so what about carry bit here? That is ultimately we got the carry bit here. Okay, so ultimately we got the carry bit here also. Okay, so in this way we can convert the binary sum into the BCD sum. So this is the procedure behind in that fast adders. Okay, so this is the very easiest concept. If you know the addition procedure, so just that addition procedure will be converted into the one diagrammatic. Okay, so how can we represent it in binary sum, BCD sum in decimal format? Means 0 to 9, the binary sum, BCD sum will be same, and from whenever decimal number having 2 digits, in that the BCD sum will be represented, the rightmost bit will be represented as binary and the leftmost bit as it is can stored in C, that means carry place. What about binary? So the binary will be as it is same for previous procedure, that means it will be divided with 2. If you have 3 numbers, or let us suppose if you are having 2 numbers or 4 numbers, how many numbers you are having in decimal format? So if you want to convert that number into binary, compulsory you need to divide it with 2. That is the binary format. Okay, if you want to convert BCD, that may be 2 numbers or 3 numbers or 4 numbers. So whatever that number, you can represent each digit as separately. Okay, so that means the first digit will be stored in separately in binary form, and the second digit will be stored in separately binary form, and the third digit also separately in binary form. That is the BCD format. Okay, so this is the concept behind in design of fast adders.